My lighter, more superficial side will always steal a march on the deeper side, and therefore always win. You can't imagine how often I've tried to push away this N, which is only half of what is known as, and to beat her down, hide her. Whoever is happy will make others happy too. Laziness may appear attractive, but work gives satisfaction. In the long run, the sharpest weapon of all is a kind and gentle spirit. The best remedy for those who are afraid, lonely, or unhappy is to go outside, somewhere where they can be quiet, alone with the heavens, nature, and God. Because only then does one feel that all is as it should be. Think of all the beauty still left around you and be happy. I live in a crazy time. Who would ever think that so much went on in the soul of a young girl? I've reached the point where I hardly care whether I live or die. The world will keep on turning without me, and I can't do anything to change events anyway. He who has courage and faith will never perish in misery. Although I'm only 14, I know quite well what I want. I know who is right and who is wrong. I have my opinions, my own ideas and principles, and although it may sound pretty mad from an adolescent, I feel more of a person than a child. I feel quite independent of anyone. I don't want to have lived in vain like most people. I want to be useful or bring enjoyment to all people, even those I've never met. I want to go on living even after my death. If I haven't any talent for writing books or newspaper articles, well, then I can always write for myself. And Frank. I have a family, loving aunts, and a good home. No, on the surface, I seem to have everything except my one true friend. All I think about when I'm with friends is having a good time. I can't bring myself to talk about anything but ordinary, everyday things. We don't seem to be able to get any closer, and that's the problem. Whoever doesn't know it must learn and find by experience that a quiet conscience makes one strong. I have often been downcast but never in despair. I regard our hiding as a dangerous adventure, romantic and interesting at the same time. In my diary, I treat all the privations as amusing. No one knows N's better side, and that's why most people can't stand me. Oh, I can be an amusing clown for an afternoon, but after that, everyone's had enough of me to last a month. If I read a book that impresses me, I have to take myself firmly by the hand before I mix with other people, otherwise they would think my mind rather queer. Because we're Jewish, my father immigrated to Holland in 1933, where he became the managing director of the Dutch Opekta Company, which manufactures products used in making jam. When I write, I can shake off all my cares.